Please, who is listening to news now? Show up the news.
Oh, I think we have the slide already. Good. Please mute yourself if you are listening to news, please. If you are listening to news, please mute yourself. I think we are good now. I think everybody can see the slide. I was talking about uh, you can see the slide, Abi. Please let me know if you can see the slide and what you can see as we
Yes,
speak.
we can. Oh, we can.
What can you see on the screen? Just as a form of backup.
We can see the
The flyer.
welcome,
The flyer,
yes,
Abi.
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
yep.
okay, good. That's what I needed to check. So, like I was saying, I began my career as a data analyst, statistician. Then, in the days of the predictive modeling and the likes, then came the data science. Now, people just feel embarrassed for calling themselves data analysts. I don't know where we arrive at, how we arrived at that. You hardly find people saying they are data analysts now. Quite a number of them would rather prefer that they are data scientists. But anyway, I don't see how you be a good data scientist without firstly being a data analyst. This thing is not a rocket science. The moment you are not into deployment, the moment your concept is going to be about bringing out insights, you've got to walk through the ladder. More about analyzing. If you didn't analyze properly, if you fix the model, the machine learning algorithms, and at the end of the day you deploy, you end up deploying what is completely outside what is obtainable. So the need for us to understand the place of data analysis itself, even as a career person or what have you. Now, we also need to know that this training pay more attention to. We are presuming that we have more of data, more people into um, people that are in the industry are attending this training compared to previous experience that our last training focused more on researchers. So even if you are a researcher, if you join this training, you will be able to be useful for yourself, especially for business owners, especially for business analysts. Maybe you are health safety analyst or what anything you have to analyze for your company, or even wherever you are in your own little corner. There will always be need for you to have something or the other to analyze as time goes by. So hence the need for you to focus on this training and understand the basic concepts. Today is purely about orientation on Excel setup and data literacy. So that's what we'll be focusing on today. So we'll delve more with the theoretical background of what this whole thing is all about. Then next week we'll do less of slides and get our hands dirty purely to concept of data analysis and actually analyzing thoroughly. That's what we'll be looking at from next week. So for this week, orientation, Excel setup, and data literacy. Please, if you may need to, okay, I think it's from Okwe, please, you may mute yourself. All right. Please don't hesitate to drag me back, to draw my attention to something you don't understand. Please don't hesitate. Please don't hesitate. For people that have attended our training before, they know at the end of training, all the training materials will be given out. So no pressure. Just be sure that these training materials will be given out. I also need to let you know that this training, because it is Excel, and you can't say you don't have Excel anyway, as long as you have a laptop. You can say you don't have Excel. We will be very strict with people complete uh, assignments, practicals before we issue the certificate. So please, I would like you to pay attention to this training. We are not after numbers. It's free. So the numbers is not that important. What is important is we have few persons coming out of this training and can be able to say one or two things about the training that they are happy they did. All right, so the introduction to the boot camp. So this boot camp is designed to equip participants with the practical skills needed to analyze data. That's the intention. The skills that you need to analyze data, then interpret the results and build meaningful insights using Microsoft Excel. So the main purpose of this work is for you to understand the concept, the skills that is required. The skill in itself is beyond knowing how to type in data into Excel, actually. There is a skill to analyzing data, really. A lot of people don't know. They just believe in putting data into Excel and putting one or two together. And at the end of the day, they have results, but the result may not actually represent what they meant in the first place. So this program emphasizes hands-on learning. So it emphasizes on hands-on learning, and I can assure you that you will really get used to real-world data. You will be familiar with real-world data as we go on in the training. So the aim of this week is 5 weeks intensive program, and it will help participants to understand the fundamentals of data analytics. Now I'm being conscious of using the word analytics over analysis. They use Excel as a powerful analytical tool that you will be able to clean, transform, and analyze real business data. See, I said earlier that we'll be focusing on business. So this one the application is majorly on business for people who are into business, for people who have a way of trying to track their work, track their sales, track even if you want to track your research work, whether in church, whether in I know I've seen a church founder in our midst, actually. So whether your team, your small team, you just want to track how your team members are doing. So this will be able to help you a great deal. Then we'll also go look it will help you to build interactive dashboard, apply analytical thinking to solve practical problems. Let me tell you, this part I would like you to pay attention to it. The point is, there's nothing new about learning again, but the skills is still really missing. AI would help you put the slides together. As you are seeing this slide beautiful, I actually developed this slide using AI. I developed this content using AI. There's no need to hide behind one finger again. But if you want to know what we are talking about, you may attempt it. You will find out that it will not be thorough, it will not be detailed. If you don't know what you want AI to provide, AI will provide something in the surface. It depends on how strong you are with what you are doing. Sometimes it can really distract. And if you think I'm lying, just ask some basic question in your field that you know you are very thorough about, and see. You see that most of the response you have will be surface. So also with business world, if you pull in the data, it will reason for you. But there are human feelings, there are realities you are aware of that AI is not aware of. So that's why you have to understand the concept. So usually the training will focus more on understanding the analytical thinking perspective, being able to be analytical, being able to be creative with what you say, how you think about the data beyond what you are saying, being able to relate with. And also, we'll also look at communicate insight clearly. Now, it's one thing to have a data, to visualize it. It's another thing to be able to communicate it to business owners, to people who are laymen, people who are not really interested in the numbers. They are just interested in what does this number means. So at the end of training, each person should be able to independently complete a full data analysis project from raw data to presentation. That is, from cleaning the data, visualizing it, analyzing it, to bringing out insights from it and being able to communicate it accurately with your audience. Also, so what participants will learn. So one of the things we learn is divided into 5 of them: data literacy and preparation. So you'll be able to understand data sets, structure, types of data sets, and cleaning messy data using Excel functions. So for people who have attended our previous training, I know they can clean data, but now you want to be able to clean data with Excel, because Excel is what you see everywhere. So at least if you find yourself anywhere and they get you a laptop, you should be able to do one or two things, even as a data analyst or somebody, excuse me, who is computer literate. I have people online here that I know personally who have computer appreciation, and as part of their skills, they put Excel there. And sincerely, they cannot even find median. They can't find mean with Excel. Uh, I don't know. So, but this will be your opportunity to be able to actually live up to the expectation of what you normally put in your certificates. So it's going to be a very eye-opening session for us. Also, analytical thinking, I've spoken about that. And when we talk about analytical thinking, we are talking about identifying business questions, being able to raise the right questions. You see, every data analysis begins with business question you want to answer. Data is everywhere. We all have data. What will make data reasonable for us? What will make data useful? What will turn data to gold is the question we are asking, and it has to be in relation to the data available. A lot of people are asking questions. A lot of people are coming up with ideas, creative, beautiful questions, but we don't have data that would answer that. I've always had to say that over and over again. Nigeria is a beautiful place, but the data we have available cannot even answer our realities. So you will be able to understand this concept using Excel formulas to derive insights, then applying logic to transform data. Then we'll talk about three. This is what everybody talk about when it comes to data analysis. We say that explanatory data analysis. Now, talking about explanatory data analysis, it's actually the concept of identifying trends, pattern, correlation, using pivot table, summaries for quick insight, and also statistical analysis. A lot of people do beautiful things with Excel, but when it comes to the statistical analysis part, they don't even know that Excel can do some of these things. They are not even aware. Consciously and genuinely, they are not aware. So we'll also look into using pivot tables and summaries for quick insight. Then we also look at data visualization and building automated dashboards, selecting rich chart for each insight, and communicating results with clarity. So some people don't even know when to use bar chart from when to use histogram charts. Is that bad? Some people don't. They just think they are all charts. You can't use them. They don't do the same thing. And for you to be able to understand the difference when you use bar chart or histogram chart, you have to understand the concept of data type. You're able to understand categorical data from metric data. And these are some of the things we'll look at. As I said, we are going to consider the insight, the concept behind data analysis majorly, so that we can be able to start thinking analytically. Then we'll look at reports and automations, writing insights-driven reports, using what-if tools for decision making, the introduction of macros for automation. You see, that introduction of macros for automation will be the last week. We'll just look at it briefly, and I want to believe that you'll be able to withstand the energy to be able to handle that. So who this bootcamp is for? It's for working professionals seeking analytical skills, like I said the other time, business owners and managers, I said that also, then researchers and students. You see, most of the researchers you are using, looking for big analytics, SPSS, SAS, R, Python 4, you don't really need them. Excel would have done the same thing, and you have your results, because they end up producing the same results. It's just Nigeria that we are rigid. We are asking for the tools everybody is asking for. They will give you the same result at the end of the day. And anyone working with data in Excel, see, some of us that we are even in X, most of us, we have data sets there. Then we start writing them out one after the other. We don't know how to really query our data, our Excel sheet. Some people just have to open it and start looking at it one by one. Then it's also for people with no prior analytical knowledge. So all you need to do to be here is your laptop. You don't need much. You don't need to have a prior understanding before the end of these 5 weeks. I can assure you that your thinking faculty around data would have changed. And the bootcamp structure, like I said, week 1, week 2, week 3, week 4, week 5. Today, like I said earlier, is orientation, Excel setup, data literacy basics. And by next week, we'll look at data cleaning, transformation, analytical formulas. If you don't have this training brochure by now, that means you did not pay attention to our Google Classroom. So please get to the classroom, download the training brochure so that you can understand how these stuffs are arranged. So what do you need as a participant? you need minimum of 2016 Microsoft Excel on your system. So I'd like us to unmute ourselves now. If you have 2016 upward, please say I. If you have below that, just say I. Let me know. I want to be sure what we have. Do we have people? Hello.
I have below 2016, sir.
So which one do you have?
2010 is what I'm using.
Okay. What's your name, please? Mention the name so that I can be sure.
Mr. Benedict, sir. Benedict.
Oh, I remember now. Welcome, Mr. Benedict. We are in a new platform, so it's difficult to. We are just trying to get familiarized with this platform. I think this platform is better. I think so.
Yes, I think so.
Who else?
2010.
Please, your name, please. Or can we rather respond via chat? You said what?
Christine Solomon.
Okay. You have 2010 also. Who else? Below 2016. Who else have below 2016? Okay. How many of us are aware of Office 365? Especially for those of us that have below 2016, Office 365.
Yes, I'm using Office 365.
Okay, good. Sorry, what's the name?
Olusoji is the name.
Is that okay? Okay, okay, good. Mr. Olusoji, Doc, thank you for joining us. Okay, that's good. For those of us using Office 365, we are secured. But for those of us who have below 2016, let us download Office 365 and sign up. We have access to 1 month access. Now, it's not that you can't use 2010, no, but there may be, you understand, because I'm going to be using Office 365 for the training. I will be using Office 365 for the training. So there may be little changes, update and update. So that's why for those of us that have below 2016, I suggest although I have the setup for 2016, actually, but the challenge will be how to install for everybody. And I don't think I want to go on that like we did for SPSS. So please just download Office 365. I don't know if I captured us, if we got what I just said. Hello. I hope we
I am using Microsoft.
Okay, so,
yeah, I'm using Office 365.
Okay, good. Thank you very much. Who else have Office less than Office 365, like maybe less than 2016? Who else? Do you have people with 2007? Hello, anybody in the house? Mr. Okpe? If there's another thing called 365, I know you have that one. Hello? Okay, so let's believe that we can lay our hands on that. Please don't forget what I asked you to do. All you just need to do is to download the Office 365, sign up. They will give it 1 month trial. So 1 month trial is enough for us to complete this training. I think that's okay by us. Is that okay by us so that we can continue? All right. So that's what we'll be using. Then obviously you will need a laptop, obviously. Then I recommend Windows for those of us that are Mac brethren. I don't know whether those are Mac brethren are around like the last time. For those of us that are familiar with Mac, we'll get there anyway. I'm going to say 1 or 2 things. There are basic limitations also with Mac, actually. There are basic limitations. So it's not always, but there are you get some points and you are limited. So it's advisable for those of us that have Apple, when we are facing challenge, we reach out so that we know whether it's peculiarity of our operating system, that is causing that. Then we always provide weekly data sets, for those people that are training with us. There are always the data set that you work with. In our last training, one of the degrees that we should also encourage quiz. So we encourage quiz this time around. You always have quiz to answer on the Google Classroom, and it will be graded. This time around, we are grading everything. And you must meet up with pass mark. The first layer is gone, but now you really have to work for whatever thing you will have. So the certificate will only be issued out to people that actually pass exams and assignments and projects. It's not something serious. It's not about paying attention to be able to answer some of these questions. Okay. So how the training will run, it will be 2 hours. I know people that are used to me know that the moment it's 2 hours, I'm done for the day. I don't mind extending beyond 5 weeks, but I will not use more than 2 hours per week so that all of us can work with our timing. Then concept of explanation. Part 1, we learn the topic and its importance in real workflow. Then the step-by-step demonstration, guided practice, as we usually do. Then we'll look at application exercise. Then there will always be checklist and summary. Then we'll have the assignments, like I did say all the time. Then what participants are expected to do, what you are expected to do to benefit fully from the training. You must attend all sessions. You must follow hands-on exercises. So I expect everybody to open their laptop now, because there are things I will only show you, I will not express. I expect you to try it. People know my training that I can wait on a thing for hours. If it's possible for everybody to understand, I don't mind. But if you are not following live, there is no way you will be able to understand. There's no way you will be able to understand. Now, the attendance for this week, this is the attendance for this week. Please do a screenshot now. Do a screenshot now. This is the attendance for this week. And this is the attendance for this week. Do a screenshot now. That's what you'll be submitting. I will explain that much more later. People that have been part of our trainings are aware. So, all right, I want to believe you already have the screenshots. So people should confirm so that I can move ahead. This will be just do a screenshot now.
Yes, I have my screenshot.
All right, thank you. One more person, please. So that's what you will attach as proof of your attendance.
I have my screenshot now.
All right, thank you very much. That's what we will submit as a proof of attending this session. All right, so now I've talked about that. Then you ask questions, please. Always ask questions. Don't whatever thing. Okay, my screen no dey short. Okay, all right. So please don't mind this man. No, don't mind him. He's a pro. He doesn't even need our certificate. All right. So whatsoever.
Excuse me, sir. Can you do this once again?
Thing you do. Hello.
Can you do this once again? I missed that part.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So whatsoever thing you don't understand, please always ask. I will always answer. Please always ask. I don't mind. I'm not in a hurry. So practice outside live sessions for mastery, assignment, and quizzes contribute to certifications. I've said that earlier. So, and the certificate requirement, you must complete weekly assignments, attend all quizzes, attend live sessions, submit final projects. Then participants who meet all requirements will receive a recognized Data Breach Africa certificate. Okay. So what is the professional value of the bootcamp? So what's the professional value of the bootcamp? So by completing this training, participants gain practical skills that improve workplace productivity. For those of us that in our place of work, Excel looks like a big deal. Now we begin to have something to bring to the table. Now people can actually believe in us that they can get one or two things done with us. Then enhance decision making. So now you are no longer making decisions on the basics of what you think. You are making decisions on the basis of what is obvious, the data, what you have seen from the data, you analyze and you visualize. Then you'll be able to become a report analyst. For some of us that we are looking at remote jobs, these are some of the skills that they need. Is one thing to learn the skills of getting noticed by people. Is another thing for you to be able to do what they want you to do, really. So you will be able to become a report analyst, research analyst, then operations/data-driven manager. So, Okpa, you want to say something? No. Okay. Okpa is responding to Pastor Shobayo. No, the whole idea, we will open it up. We'll open it up on the Google Classroom. I will talk about that after the class. Just have discussion with you. We'll talk about that later. All right. So please pay attention to what I'm about to say now. Excel remains the most widely used analytics tool in the world, making these skills immediately valuable. I don't know anybody. Is anybody that wants to argue this? More than R, more than Python. Hardly is an office you will enter into, and Excel is not part of their tool, either at advanced level or at intermediate or even at basics. Excel is what is being used, is the most widely used analytics tool. If anybody wants to compete that, it's open. Just do a screenshot, sir. Just do a screenshot. The screenshot is okay. It's just to show that you heard me when I asked you to do it. That's all. We will talk about the assignment process later. Just do a screenshot. That's all you need to do. Okay. So is anybody disagreeing with the statement? Excel, it remains the most widely used analytics tool in the world, making these skills immediately valuable. So the moment you have Excel skill, and when I talk about Excel skill, data analysis skill, you become usable, more usable than before. Maybe before you have a data analyst that analyzes your data for you. Now you can analyze and check it vis-a-vis with what your analyst is bringing. So that one is a statement of fact, and it's not what someone can really easily deny. Now, the next point, if you have a trading broker, you will know that I'm following them point by point. The next point we are looking at is understanding the data analytics training process. So you need to understand the process, and this are training. I want you to understand what it means to undergo data analytics training process. So before diving into Excel, it is important for you to understand how data analytics work from beginning to end. So what we want to talk about here now is not Excel, it's data analytics process itself. Are we together, house? So this session introduces the data analytics workflow, the step-by-step sequence used by analysts across industries to convert raw data into meaningful insights. By understanding this process, it will provide you the foundation for all techniques that will be taught in this bootcamp. So all you need to understand now is the process of data analytics. You know, we are not talking about data analysis here now. We are now under data analytics. And just like the picture that you have here, the first thing, it all begins with collecting data, then being able to clean it. You see that visualize, analyze, and analyze can go anywhere. Usually, you are meant to visualize before you analyze. Then when you are done analyzing, you will still visualize. Should I take that again? In the process of data analytics, you are meant, you are meant to visualize, to clean. Because if you do not visualize, how do you clean? Do you understand now? You know, I like my class to be interactive. I don't know if your place is clean. I mean, the sound in your place is clean. You can unmute yourself. You can unmute yourself, one or two persons. I don't mind. I like engagement. That's how I'll be sure that I'm not just talking to radio. All right. So please, one or two persons can unmute themselves so as to communicate, so that I can be sure that at least if I'm sure one person is getting it, I can use that one as a point of contact, a sample for others. So do we have two persons who wants to unmute themselves? Hello? Hello? Two persons, nobody?
Yes, sir.
Good evening, sir. I'm following you.
Okay, please, if there is noise in your place, you are not qualified to unmute yourself. If there is, okay. All right, thank you very much. So, that's the concept. So, the concept of visualization, it's called Can you hear me? So the process of visualization cut across all the process of data analytics. You can, at the point of collecting data, you visualize. At the point of cleaning, you visualize, because sometimes you conduct a cleaning and you may need to also do the diagnostic test to know that, okay, is it now normal? Is it now in line the way it's supposed to be? You understand? Then you analyze. When you are not done with your analysis, you have results. You still visualize, because it is that visualization that you will report your work through it. That's what people who don't understand what you've done, that's what they can understand. So that's some of the things we'll be looking at now. So what is data analytics and why the process matters? What is data analytics itself? So it's actually the process of collecting data, cleaning and preparing it, exploring it to understand what is happening. Are we together? Then analyzing it to answer business questions. Then visualizing the insight. Do you not see now? The concept of that exploring is part of the visualization. Do you understand now? Then you now communicate the findings and recommend based on the findings from the data. So your role as a data analyst also includes the collection process. Some of us just have the data, we don't know how to collect it. So your role also includes collection of the data. So like I said earlier, it is the collection process, how you collect the data. Maybe it's a ready-made data. Maybe you are the one conducting the research yourself. Then you do questionnaire. You open up for economists like Mr. Okwe in the building. You look at some special data banks and gather those data sets yourself. You gather relevant data. You don't just gather data. So how you gather the data is also very important. Someone wants to talk about banks, then it's going to collect data from, what do they call these people now? FMGs. I'm like, what's going on? Is it not bank your work is working towards? So knowing and understanding the relevance of the data you want to collect with the question you want to answer. I don't want to be too forward. We'll soon get there, the word question. Then being able to clean it, and while you are cleaning this time around, is to able to prepare it for analysis. So part of the cleaning, for you to clean, you have to visualize it to see what is going on before you clean. Usually, some people call it diagnostic test. In the process of the 4 quadrants, they call it diagnostic. You do diagnostic test for it so as to be able to understand it. Then you are able to analyze, visualize your results, and communicate the findings. Now, let's look at the 6 phases of data analytics workflow. The 6 phases of data analytics workflow. Okay, there's a slide there's this part I've not spoken about. Not too much there anyway. Why the process matters. Without a structured process, insights will become unreliable because you didn't follow process. You just have data, you just do t-test. You have data, you just do regression. You did not look at the state of your data. There will be problems. So it can be reliable. Then analysis will not be consistent because what you do now, you won't be able, because it's not even documented, you won't be able to reproduce it. And a defined workflow will ensure accuracy, consistency, clarity, and professional output. These are some of the things that when your work is defined from the beginning, you will be able to achieve accuracy because you have defined your scope. So you'll be accurate with what you are doing, the data you're collecting, the kind of analysis required, because your data will determine that. And you have clarity of purpose, then professional output. So let's quickly look at the standard data or business analytics workflow. Let's look at the workflow now. So we have 6 workflows here. Number 1, and this is where most people miss out. A lot of analysts don't pay attention on this part. They just see data and they run into it. It's what I call business questions. In data mining process, preach DM, for those of us that do data science, they call it business understanding. What problem are you trying to solve? And in order to be able to solve problems, it begins with what being able to ask the right question. So there must be a clear business question. Don't forget that actually focusing more on business. So for those of us that are in research, science, and the likes, what is the scientific question you are trying to answer with your analysis? So this is where it all begins from. Business question. Every analysis begins with a question. For example, why are sales dropping in quarter two? Every quarter two of the year, we normally notice sales dropping. Now, if you put this thing in AI, you will have results. But they are not database because there may be peculiarity of your own. In fact, your own sales may not be dropping at quarter two. Do you have anybody with such experience before? When I say quarter two, we are talking about between April and June. Hello? Anybody there? Am I on my own? Hello? Do you have anybody in there?
Hi, sir. Hello, sir.
So can you hear me?
Yes.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
We can hear you.
We can hear you.
We are with
Okay.
you, sir.
Is there anybody that can relate this with this part? I don't want us to sleep. Like, truly your own sales does not drop quarter two of the year. Do you have anybody? Do we even have sales persons here? I don't know whether Deborah is in.
Yeah, we do. So like, hello.
I'm with you.
Okay, so for my own company, actually, for quarter two, we don't really record low sales actually, because that time is a time that so it actually depends on fluctuation from the external market. I mean, global market itself.
Mhm.
So that time is always Easter time, and many people still try to import stuffs into the country. So at that point in time, we generate a lot of traffic from our own hand, in which they book a lot of our tickets to take those things away from the port. So quarter two is always a booming time for us, actually. So
In
we
fact, I
we
also
record
agree with
less
you,
sales
Mr.
in
Kwe.
around quarter three.
Around quarter three. So what happened to quarter one? I was expecting quarter one is when the challenge comes. Like, Abi, these Alaba people, like, they want to go. Hello.
So quarter one is actually we always have so quarter one we have spillover from the fourth quarter towards the first quarter of the new year.
They resume back to work. Then they are trying to get their market.
So they are broke in December.
Okay.
So they are broke in December / January. So they always want to make more money between that January and March. So anything goes. So whatever is left of the container, they want to clear it so they can make more money at that point in time. So that's when they do more of sales and all.
Thank you very much, Mr. Okpa. I appreciate your comments. It's in fact, I also got something from that. And so sometimes it is not as usual as everybody says. There will be peculiarity of based on your data. So if you do not work on your data yourself, analyze your data yourself, you may be asking the wrong question. So everybody is asking quarter two, you're also asking quarter two. When your data should also even be the one that is determining the question you're asking. I don't know if we understand that part. So which customers generate the highest revenue? Those ones are ready-made questions. What products should we focus on next quarter? These are some of the questions. So it will determine what you're analyzing. You have a lot of variables, columns, rows, and they are just there. If you do not ask the right questions, the whole data will look like they are not meaningful. They are like raw gold that has not been mined. Data is like a gold that has not been mined. When you mine it properly, it becomes information and it becomes useful for you. So good question must have a measurable outcome, a clear scope, and a business purpose. So there must always be a clear-cut concept, how you will be able to measure that question. Then there must be a scope, the guide, the interval, okay, it runs from here to here, then there must be a business purpose. In this boot camp, each weekly assignment begins with a problem to solve. So at the end of the day, the question I will be asking is that what have we been able to add to your data analysis skill? Not my focus is not that you are here now. What is that thing that you can't do before when it comes to data analysis with Excel that you can do? That's my own question, which I'm going to have to analyze. You will have to analyze at the end of the training. So then we have the phase two. The phase two is collect and understand the data. Collect and understand the data. This involves examining where the data comes from. You see what I'm talking about now. You have to understand the source of your data, what each column means, the type of data you have, completeness. Is the data complete? Are there errors in your data set? If you don't understand the kind of data you have, you just use anyhow statistical analysis. I was talking about the concept of histogram and bar chart the other time. If you don't know your data is not categorical and you are using bar charts, you have results, but the result is not meaningful because it's not meant to be the tool to visualize it. Some people, what they need is scatter plots, but they don't even know anything called scatter plot. When you're trying to measure relationship between one variable and the other, scatter plot will help you see where they are constantly related. So these are some of the things we need to understand. So in Excel, this is done through table inspections, checking formats, identifying missing or inconsistent values, then understanding data set relationship, e.g., your customer orders, products. And this is one of the things we will do in week one when we start the real analysis itself, then the real core data analysis training. Then phase three, clean and prepare the data. So after you have understood your data, then the next thing that is expected of you is to now clean it so as to make it ready for analysis. Is to clean it in order to make it ready for analysis. This is the most important step. I've always said it to us. This is what that should take your time in data analysis process. This phase, preparation phase and cleaning phase, is the most important thing. To have results is not difficult. To import data from anywhere is not difficult. Where the problem is to be able to make the data ready, clean, ready for the type of analysis you want to use it with. That's what that is mostly important. And correcting wrong entries. So there are cases where maybe you know that, okay, you wanted to write female, then you write, you add capital letter of female, you have small letter of female, especially for those of us that had something like open-ended questionnaire, you ask them for their gender. You ask them, yes, like clean, rename, transform, and recode. That's where we do some of those things. Like I was saying, the case study of gender. Somebody writes female, capital letter F, others are small letter E's. Then somebody else writes capital letter F, capital letter E, then small letter E. So all of these things, they are not consistent. You'll be able to see those of those things that you can rename and recode. And some of these things, we are going to really look at them carefully. Then some of the things we will use in fixing some of these things, we talk about date number format also. We have trim, proper left, right text, if error, validated. So some of these things, we are going to have to use them in the training. We will learn how to use them. We'll learn how to use them in the training, trying to clean data when we get to the part of data cleaning. Then phase one is the explore data. Excuse me, please. So we're talking about the phase four. The phase four is the data exploration. So this involves examining the data to find patterns, outliers, relationship, top performance, monthly seasonal behavior, customer product difference. So, but please, I said earlier, you know, this place now, you are trying to explore to find what some of the things after your data is clean. You are also using that same vision because most of these things you end up using visualization to get to do this EDA. Sometimes you filter, sometimes you use table. You know, you will also use the tool you use here in the phase of preparation. So that tool is used across the board. This is the phase now, the phase of discovering. So some of the things you use also here is sorting and filtering. So you can do them interchangeably, conditional formatting, descriptive statistics, and charts for quick insights. And this will be covered in the week 3. Then we have the last phase, which is, wait. Phase 5 is analyze and visualize the data. So this is now the place where we do the analysis, and this is where insights are developed using Python tables and Python charts, sliders and timelines, KPI indicators. Some of us understand that trends lines, automated charts. Then this part, statistical analysis, like T-test, Z-test, and a lot of people don't even know that they can use this in Excel. Some people don't. They are not people that we are. The only thing they know of Excel is that they have their data there and they can do tables and charts. That's what they know. There are quite a number of things we can do. Then visualization helps communicate what the data reveals. We'll handle that in week 4. Then we'll talk about the last phase, which is communicate insights and recommend actions. All right, good. Okay. So it's time to ask questions. Who can help me with the 6 phases of data analysis workflow as I've enumerated? Let me be sure some people are here, not that they are just, who is this, Mr. A? Ademuyiwa here. Ademuyiwa Adekunle. Ademuyiwa Adekunle, please. Unmute yourself. So tell me 2 out of the workflow.
Yeah,
just tell me 2. I don't want anybody to see
it. So I might not be able to say anything as regarding. I'm
of the 6. I just mentioned them, and that's what I just finished.
I'm still following, sir.
Let me catch you. Maybe you are eating and not listening. Okay. Olatunde Joshua, say 1. Olatunde Joshua. Okay, doesn't look like. Lawa Robiu, are you there? Okay, good. Christine Solomon, please, you can talk. Christine Solomon.
Clean and prepare the data.
I can't hear you. Please speak up.
Okay. Clean and repair the data.
Clean and repair the data. I'm not sure I said that too. Repair or
the
prepare?
6 phase models.
Yes, one of the 6 phases. Just mentioned one. You are close, oh. There's nothing called repair. That's my concern. Is it repair or prepare?
Okay, I say prepare.
Oh, that's good. And that's step 1. That's phase what? The phase of cleaning and preparing the data is phase what? Because you have to understand that it's phases. We can't just do it anyhow. It's very important to understand the phases. So that should be phase what? Okay, you are ready now, Olatunde Joshua.
Yes, sir. The phase 1, define business question, sir.
Define business question. Thank you very much. Then, who else? No, that's all. Don't say another one. No. Is Pastor Shubayo still online? Pastor Shubayo, are you still there? Okay, Dr. Ibukun, you wanted to say 1?
I think the following one would be to collect and understand the data.
Thank you very much, Doc. All right. So who is that? Okay, I think someone already mentioned the third one. That's the clean and prepare the data. So who is helping us with the 4th step?
Ademuyiwa.
Okay.
The 4th one is data analysis and exploration.
No. You are correct, though, but I want you to pronounce it rightly. EDA. You are very correct, but let's pronounce it the way it is. EDA.
EDA. Exploration.
Yes.
Data.
DA is.
Exploration.
You have pronounced it earlier, no? Exploration data what? analysis. Thank you very much. Faith Bala, want to tell us the fifth one. I love this. I'm happy that the training people are following.
The fifth
Faith Bala,
phase.
the fifth one, yeah.
Yes, sir. Good evening, sir. The
Good
fifth
evening,
phase.
good evening.
Analyze and visualize the data, sir.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Then finally, who is helping us with the last one? Who is helping us with the last one? So that I'm calling him before people will run away finish.
Insights and
no, Christy, you have spoken earlier. Who is FY? Okay, Faith Buba has spoken too. Who else has not spoken?
Number 6.
I want someone else who have not spoken, please.
And reconnect actions.
Raise your hand, please. Raise your hand so that I will just call you.
Well, that's
Faith Buba has spoken earlier. What? Ambassador Anel.
Communicate insights and recommend actions.
Thank you very much. I'm happy that we all followed. I hope we are learning. I hope we are learning something already. Okay, okay, good. Let me return back to where we are. So I just wanted to be sure that now everybody will be awake now. You know, I can call you anytime. Okay, thank you guys for bailing us out. Okay, so the role of Excel in workflow. Now, you know, we've spoken about data analytics workflow now, the 6 phases involved. Now let's now bring in Excel, the role of Excel in this workflow. So Excel supports every stage of the analytics process. Now starting from understanding, you see, understanding that is the table, the filters, the data types, the data validation, you know, to help you understand. You notice that the business question is not there. If you observe, is not supposed to be part because that one is what that is not leading you to the data. So Excel comes in at the point of data collection. So and as you are collecting it, for you to now understand, that was what I was saying about the other time about visualization. It will help you to understand the data very well. Is you understanding the data that will even help you to prepare it well. All right, so you will also be able to use it to clean and prepare. Some of the things you use in the place of cleaning is the trim, proper text, in, if error, VLOOKUP. Now, Mr. Pe, so you know that we will now be talking about your VLOOKUP. Which other one did you mention the other time? I said look down. Okay, so we have index match. Then the explore part. The explore part, we have the functions, the conditional formatting, the descriptive, the pivot table. Most of us have had pivot table. A lot of us can't even create one. We can't build one. Then we have the communication part, and that's like the dashboard layout, the chart formatting, the summary tables. Then we have the automation part, how to make the process, how to automate the process of the analysis. You've done the analysis, now the data just works in and automate, and you have results. And that's Power Query and macros. Some of these things are what we will look into. So what makes a good analyst? What do you have to have for you to be a good data analyst? That when people bring their data to you, they are sure you will help them bring meaningful insights from the data. What are the things that you need? Number one is you must aim to develop attention to details. You cannot be a data analyst that is good if you don't pay attention to details. So usually for people that have come around me, that have trained before, they know that most of the questions I will be asking in my life questions is to be sure you are paying attention to details. Sometimes I just go and integrate problem somewhere. Can you see it yourself? Now, you know the beautiful part of these things, the more you do it, you are conscious about it, the more those errors opens to you clearly. I remember when I was running my PhD. So I just wonder how supervisors, those people, they just open your page and they are going to the error straight. There are days that I will go and meet my supervisor and be praying because while I was going there, I have discovered another error myself. So God, blind him or don't let him see this. I don't know if some of us have experienced that here. So, but the beautiful thing is, after I finished my PhD, I realized unconsciously that when they bring someone's work to me to review, as I open, my eyes just go straight to those things. So, what I'm saying here is, paying attention to details doesn't come overnight. It's conscious effort from you that will now make you to become vast with time. I don't know if we have people that capture what I just said. Then number two is logical thinking. You have to be able to break down problems into clear steps. There must be a logical thinking. It shouldn't be emotional thinking. Please, people use their prior knowledge over being logical. So a data analyst should be going for logical thinking, not your prior knowledge. Should be about the logical thinking to be able to break down the problems into different steps, clear steps that you'll be able to follow to answer the questions that you have raised as one. Then there must be curiosity. You must be able to ask why something is happening. So you see data that is contrary to the pattern you are familiar with. You should and must be able to ask questions. Why is it like this? Why is it going like this? Sometimes you may have to ask people that gather the data for you. Sometimes you may even have to go all out and ask questions. That's what we call domain knowledge. Domain knowledge. That's why sometimes some industries, they have what we call citizen data scientists. You may research about it. Citizen data scientist. A citizen data scientist is the one who has the domain knowledge and now went out to learn data science. So he can only apply data science to his domain. Did we get that? That's a citizen data scientist. His focus is how to apply my neural network, machine learning algorithms, and data science, data mining process, how to apply it to his domain knowledge. So sometimes even you now that you are not in that domain, your own work, you are what I call Gogolowo in Yoruba terms. You are the one that is here and there. You know, most of us are data analysts. I've had to work with different people from different industries, even research different disciplines. And sometimes you really have to understand how they collect their data. You really have to understand what each word means to them. So that's why you have the place of what we call data dictionary. You don't just badge and just see sex and you are running after it and analyzing it. What if sex means something else to them? So you have to have curiosity, like I said. Then there must be business awareness, understanding what the data means for the organization. I've said that. The technical skills, using Excel function. You see now, Excel is the only thing, is the last thing required. So this same thing you will need as someone who uses R. This same thing is what we need as someone who uses Python, SAS, SPSS, eViews, and what have you. So these are the skills. But the first one, you will notice that they are soft skills. They are soft skills. They are not hard skills. But the last one is Excel, because we are using Excel in this training. So now number three thing we are looking at for today is the overview of Excel tools now. So we've looked at data analysis holistically. Then the next thing we want to look at now is Excel tools for data analytics in general. If you are still with me, just let me hear I. And just see I by chat. Just put I. I can hear you by chat. We have the chat box there. Just put I there so that I can be sure you are with me. All right. So introduction. Let's look at the overview of Excel. Okay. Pastor Sheva, you didn't answer my question the other time. So I've marked your face. I will call you next. I will call you next. Next, I want to ask questions from this session. I will ask questions from you. All right. So Excel is one of the most widely used tools. I've said that earlier for data analysis across industries. Most users apply Excel for basic tasks, but few leverage its advanced analytical features. I'm actually a victim of this. I used to underrate Excel until I was embarrassed with Excel. You know, just imagine a whole research 35-based programmer. And I just got somewhere one day it was in Lagos, for data analytics role. And they actually tested us on on Excel, and I fumbled. So suddenly I realized I didn't know Excel. I've been using Excel, but I realized I didn't know it. All I need to do is just do some acadabra. I really didn't understand that. It has facilities beyond just being able to adjust, to search. No, it has analytical features. And this is what we are exploring in this training. So these sessions introduce essentially three major features of Excel. Number one is the cleaning data, the exploring and analyzing data, and the visualizing for insights. So understanding these tools, that these three main areas, please let me take that again. The cleaning data, the exploring and analyzing, and the visualizing. You see now, when you're exploring, you're analyzing. So that's why they come hand in hand. So if you understand these tools early, it will help you as a learner to appreciate Excel role in analytics workflow. So why Excel is important for data analytics? It is widely available in workspace. You have it almost every place of work. It allows quick, flexible data manipulation. I don't know, for those of us that attended our last training, that there are some data manipulation that I did in Excel. It will take more time to do it in SPSS. Then eventually, some of the quick data manipulation I did in SPSS those times, they were the skills I learned in SPSS. And I could just do them, in Excel. And I could just do them in any tool. If you know Control H. How many of us know Control H? If you know Control H and what we use Control H for, just let me see, raise up your hand. Control H, just the short code. If you use it, anybody? Control H. Okay, Doc. Dr. Ibukun. Please unmute yourself. I wanted to ask a question. I want to ask a question, please.
Yeah, I'm here.
So, do you use Control H only in the Word, or you also use it in Excel?
I think I use it in the Word. I'm not familiar with the Excel. Yeah.
The same way, the exact same way you use Control H in Microsoft Word is the same way you will use it in Microsoft Excel. The same way you will use it in SPSS. So you remember all those rename that we now went to go and do?
Yeah.
You remember that data manipulation we did in SPSS? You wouldn't have even need to do it. I only taught us that way because that's the real training. But normally, if I'm working now, like, let me give you a perfect example. All these data analysis with SPSS, like questionnaire, and the data will now come as strongly disagree, agree, those stuffs. And you now want to convert them to numeric to be able to analyze. I don't know if you can relate to what I just said.
Yes, I do.
You don't need to now start going to do value. You now change it, you rename. Just Control H in SPSS. We just undo everything. So you just highlight all the columns. Just everywhere you see strongly agree. Just make it a 1 or 5 or what have you. And it will do it. You don't need to do all of those things. So those values are what we have gained from Excel that is now useful in all other places. And it will do exactly the same thing. Are we together? So that's the concept of some of the manipulating, all this short way of manipulating, find and replace. Thank you very much, Okmeda, to replace variables with it. Yes, that's what it does majorly. So you will be able to use it in any way, even in SAS, you can use it. You can use it in any document. The only one I'm not sure you can use it on is on HTML. If you'll be able to use it when you are developing your website from the back end, you will be able to do it. So that Control H is universal. It's not special to Microsoft Word. It's not special to Excel. It's not special to SPSS. As long as it is text, it works. Are we together? I don't know if you've learned something in that area now. It supports data sets up to 1 million rows, and most of us don't even get to use more than 1,000, 2,000. Then it integrates well with SQL, Power BI, Python, and other tools. I'm trusting God that we'll be starting next year with Power BI. All things being equal. We'll be starting next year with Power BI. I told us in the beginning that our focus is to move us from the known to unknown. Most likely next year the next cohort will look into Power BI so that we can just bring this thing to
Please, you can meet yourself if you are. I'm hearing plate. To me, I'm not eating. All right. So it provides excellent tools for visualization and reporting. It is ideal for beginners and professionals alike. Now, hear this. Excel also forms the foundation for more advanced tools such as Power BI, Tableau, SQL, data workflow, and Python base. So a strong Excel foundation makes learning other tools easier. That's what I said. That's the example I gave to us. So now, categories of Excel tools used in analytics. These are the categories. We have 4 of them majorly. 4 categories of Excel use. Now we have what we call data structure and preparation tools. We have the analytical and formula tools. We have the exploratory and statistical tools. Then we have the visualization and reporting tools. So please, these are the 4 tools that we have. Data structure and preparation tools. You know, that's data preparation tools. Then we have the analytical and formula tools. Now you're analyzing and you're also creating, maybe you're creating new variables. Then we have the exploratory and statistical tools. Then we have the visualization tools. So let's quickly look at them one after the other, what they do. So for data structure and preparation tools, these tools help analysts organize and clean data. So by one, like the Excel tables, it converts data ranges into structured tables. Can convert it into a structured table or to expand when new data is added. You understand this part. Then it ensures consistent formatting, supports structure reference, and essential for pivot tables and dashboard. Data types and formatting. You see the command that you just use, insert table. If you just go to Excel now, just click insert table, you'll be able to do all of this. The data types and formatting, identifying numbers, text, date, and currency, that's under data types. You understand that part. Then correcting misformatted data. Maybe the format the data is coming is not the format it's meant to come, is assuming for you. Then you'll be able to correct it yourself under data type and formatting. Then you'll be able to convert feeds to right types. And for data validation, it helps you ensure that data entered by users is correct and follows common rules. So for instance, restricting entries to a list like region, east, west. So like if you have a categorical data in such case, so if it's not coming in that format, you know that there's a problem. Then we have a command like data validation. Then remove duplicates. You can easily remove duplicates there if that's your intention. Then you can find and replace, like we said earlier. Some of these things we'll do in week 2. Then the analytical and formula tools. Now this Excel core analysis function is used heavily by analysts. This is where we work majorly. This is where we majorly do our stuff, like text function and the trim, the proper, the left, right, mid, length, text. The logical functions are something like if and or. I think we used that earlier when we did SPSS training. If error, if else. I love if statements. I love using it a whole lot. Then we have the lookup functions. So for lookup functions, you use it to connect database. That's if you are working with some database or data set that is in another format. We have the VLOOK, we have the XLOOKUP. These were newer and more powerful. Beyond the VLOOKUP, we have XLOOKUP also, and index and match, advanced and flexible. Some of these things, we are going to look at them critically in the training before we complete the training. Then we have the date functions. So this one used to extract time-based insights. We look at year, month, like if you are dealing with time series, we'll be able to help you to do the forecast properly. Then the exploratory and statistical tools, we have the sorting and the filtering. We have the conditional formatting, the pivot table, the descriptive statistics. Then we have the trend and analysis tools. Under descriptive statistics is where we have the variance correlation. Then we have the statistical analysis itself. We are going to show us how we pop them up when needed. Then for visualization, these tools will help transform analysis into a clear professional insight. So that's what your boss wants to see. Your boss is not interested in your meme India mode. He just wants to see the visualization. So, oh, okay, we are selling well here. Oh, this is where we are having low budget. Let's do something about it. So, and some of the things that will work here is pivot charts, the sliders and timelines, the standard charts, dashboard layout. Then we have the Power Query. We'll look at them one by one in the course of the training. Then we have the automation part, that's the macros, the basic VPA, and what have you. We have quite a number of them. We will look at them briefly in week 5. We won't go in depth with this one actually, but if we have the luxury of time and the interest to learn, we'll actually look into it. So now, the next thing we will look at, I'm trying to rush so that I can give room for questions. Setting up the Excel environment. So how to set up the Excel environment. And this was the part I was talking about in the beginning. So we've talked about the Excel 2016 or later. For those who are just joining us, we established that if you don't have 2016 and above, you can just download Office 365 and subscribe for, what do they call it now? Trial mode. For I think it's 1 month. Their trial mode is 1 month, I think, and it should be able to help you. Then Excel does not work on mobile phones. It's not supported, but it actually works on tablets and Android. So when I say mobile phone, I mean Tonosobe, those touchlight phones. Then, but it works on Android phone and iPad, but it has limited functionality. And I can prove that to you. I have my tablet as we speak. I would have preferred to hold the training from my tablet, but I found out that some of the stores, when I was just trying to practice some of the stuff, I found out that those functions are not there. For instance, if you are trying to just even use adding, is it not the system that have the capacity for Windows or Mac that will be able to do that? Then Excel on Mac works, but some tools, e.g. Power Query, some of the certain add-ins have limited features compared to Windows. So that's where I was talking about. So when we get to adding, especially Power Query, but that's not the case for week 1, week 2, week 3, week 4. I think around week 5 is when those challenges can come. So it's not really a concern. So if you have your Mac, you are good to go. The participants using Excel 10 or older version, upgrade immediately to avoid compatibility issue. I think we have emphasized on that. So how do we enable the analysis toolpak add-in? So how do we enable it? I don't know whether I will be able to share my screen now. Let me see. Looks like I can't share. Okay, I'm coming. Okay, good. Good. I think, yeah. Can we see my Excel? I need like 3 people to talk. Can we see my Excel?
Yes.
Okay, good. So this is my Excel page, and we need to understand the analysis toolpak. Some of us don't have. You look at this, pay attention. I don't know if you can see my cursor also. I don't know if you can see my cursor. I don't know. I'm coming. Can you see my cursor? It looks like I'm not sharing the whole screen. What I'm sharing is, what is it called? I'm just sharing Excel. I can't hear you. Who is talking?
Only the Excel
So you are not
sheet.
seeing my cursor on it at all. Can you see the cursor?
At all.
No, it's not showing.
Let me try to
try and move it. It's just static.
Let me try and share the whole screen.
I can see the cursor.
So you need to share the whole system, yeah.
Yes, let me try and share it. Let me share the whole screen. Entire screen. So you can see my whole system now. I should be able to see my cursor. Let me know if you can see my cursor now.
Loading.
Okay, it's loading. Okay, let me wait.
Yes. Yeah, we can see the full system like this, yeah.
My interest is in you seeing the cursor, my cursor. Can you see my cursor?
Yeah, now so go to the Excel like this now.
Yes, we can see the cursor now.
That's my
Yes.
Yes, the cursor is moving now.
Okay, good. Thank you very much. Now, please let's pay attention here. This is how your Excel is going to look like. This is home. Now look at this place. You will see that there is no data analysis here. Now don't mind my own. Yours may not have copylots. Yours may not have some stuffs because my own is paid version. Actually, my Office 365 is paid version. So hence the reason for some of these things you are seeing here. So now I want to bring in data analysis. Now if you click data, let's see. There's still no data analysis here. What you have here is what if analysis forecast sheet outline. So I want to bring it out. So file, I will come to option. I will come to option. Then, are we together, please?
Yeah, with you.
Then I will click adding. I want to bring in adding now. So when I click adding, in this context, you will see analysis toolpak. Have you seen it? Now that's what I said we want to bring in. So you can come here to manager. If you come to manager, it's here also. So by picking analytics toolpak, so that you now have Excel adding now. Let me go over it again so that I won't confuse you. File, option, add in, then analysis toolpak. That's what we want to bring in. Then you click go. Now you can just let me pick this. Now you see you are seeing eViews because I have eViews installed. It depends on some of the things you have installed. I can also, you see, can you see SAS here? I have also bringing SAS before. That's how you are seeing SAS here. I have SAS on my system. So I will attempt to bring everything actually. So I'll just say, okay. Let me just bring everything. I'll say, okay, for the purpose of this training. Now, I don't know if you can see it now that we now have data analysis. Do we have people who have this data analysis already on their Excel?
Do we bring in the two analysis toolpak and the VBA too?
No. Let's work with the first one. Let's work with the first one first.
Okay.
Just bring the first one only. Yes. Let's work with that one only for now. We are just working only with the toolpak adds in, not the two. Are we together? So I want to know, let me stop sharing this. I want to know if some of us have it prior this time. Do we have people who have it prior this time? Hello? Okay, Ambassador Daniel. You wanted to say something, Ambassador Daniel? Okay. If you have it already, please just say, yes, I have it. If you don't have it, I'm going to give you 5 minutes to try it now. So if anybody have questions, you can ask. I want us to try it live, at least.
Well, for me, I actually tried it and I didn't see the analysis showing.
Okay, good. Okay, let me do something. I'm coming. Just wait.
I'm on admin again now.
No. Just wait. Just wait a little. Just wait a little. Okay. You can see my screen now. You can see my slide, Abby.
I can see the slide, yes.
Yes. Okay. Hold on, Pastor. I'm coming. I just want to bring you to the slide that should guide you. So I want to be sure you are doing what you should be doing. It has not fully loaded. Just with a little bit. Okay, we're going to slide 27. So now you have clicked options.
Yes,
you have our WhatsApp. You are on the group, Abby. Show me you're on the group.
Yes,
on the
yes,
general
on the
WhatsApp group.
Yes.
Okay, you can just snap it. What you currently have, you can just snap it and send it to our WhatsApp group so that I will be able to see what the challenge is there.
All right, I am adds in, then I should click on the Excel adds in, right?
Let me be sure of what you're saying, please. 1 minute. File. You go to file, then you get to option, Abby.
Yes.
Then you click adds in. Now, if you look at it, there's no Excel adds in. What you should have is analysis toolpak. There was nothing called Excel adds in. What you had there is add in.
Is it on the manage?
No. Oh yeah, please. Can you please go out entirely?
I
Okay,
should go
yes,
out
I've seen what you're
entirely.
saying. Manage. There's exactly. Yes, I've seen what you're saying. Oh yeah, just click
Okay.
go. Just
All
click
right.
go in front of it.
Yes,
So it
then I
will
could
pop
see
up another. It will pop up another thing, right?
exactly.
Oh yeah, just check everything so that we just have everything there.
Yes, I have analysis toolpak, VBA, euro currency tools,
Just
then
pick
software
everything. Just
added.
click OK then. Click
Okay, I should
OK.
click OK. All
Okay
right.
now. Yes. Good.
Yeah, done.
You are done, right? Now on
Yes.
your which Excel are you using? Excel what?
Is Office 360. 365, sorry.
Oh, good job. So click data. You should be able to see it now. The top right side. Your top right. You should
Data
not see
analysis.
the data. You not see it there,
Data,
right?
that's what I'm saying. I can't see the data analysis on the last part.
You will see it now. Go
It's
and
up.
click data.
Have you clicked data?
Once you click
Click
data,
data first.
Yeah, when you click
Home,
data, is there.
insert,
Okay,
Data
drop.
okay.
analysis,
Okay,
and you have
sorry. I'm to click
server.
data. Okay,
Yeah.
yes, I'm to click data. Okay, all right. Yes, I've seen it now.
You have seen
See
it
there.
now.
Yes.
All right.
praise the Lord.
Okay. I'm already sharing something now. All right. So we have that one already. Abi, hello. I said we have that one already, right?
Yes.
So now any other person finding it difficult, you are finding it difficult to bring that one in. Any other person? Okay, no challenge on that. All right, so let's look at. Let me wait for the slide so that we can be on the same page. Yeah. Can you see what I have there clearly from your end? Looks like it's not properly loaded. Okay. Is anybody seeing that graphs properly? That chart that I attach? Hello? JJ, you wanted to say something? Jayoba, Tobiloba. Jayoba, Tobiloba, you wanted to say something?
Hello, sir.
Hello?
Nothing. Hello, sir. Nothing, sir.
Okay, there's no problem. All right. So what we are looking at now, thank you very much. What we are looking at now is ensuring Power Query that is get and transform is available on your Excel. So that's what we want to show now. We want to get sure that you have that ability also. And in order for you to do that, it's simple. Just go to data, you know the data tab, right? So you click on get data. Are we together? Hello?
Yes, we are there.
Now me, I already have it. Hence, why there is no, excuse me.
Yeah.
So now, just what we are trying to do now is to be sure that you have it. That's what we are trying to do. So you're on data tab. Have you seen get data?
Sir, I have not seen it.
Yes.
At the
The
far
first,
at the
the
far
first,
left, under
Now
the
look
file.
at it here. Okay, you can't see my screen. Sorry. If you already have it, you will see the top left. If you click on data, you will see get data. Under it, you see get and transform data. Please, if you can confirm what I'm. If
Sir,
you
I
can
don't have
confirm it
it.
now, let me know.
Sir,
You
I
don't
don't
have
have
it.
get it. Yes, sir.
Which version are you using?
2010.
No, you can't have it. You can't have it.
yeah.
You have to update. You have to update. You have to update. You see what I've said here? okay, maybe this slide is not clear online. You have to update before you be able to have it. It must be 2016 upward, like I said earlier. So now, can we all attempt to install Power Query add-in, like the same way we installed Power Query add-in the last time, the same way we installed data analysis? Can we attempt that? Do you understand what I'm trying to say?
No, sir. Are you saying that we should install Power Query on our device?
Exactly.
Okay.
Please, I can't see the procedure again on the screen.
But if you already, okay, you can't see it. The moment you have the 2016, you have Power Query already. It's for people who don't. Everything is already there. That's why you're having all of this.
Okay.
Do you understand what I'm trying to say? It's already come pre-installed to the latest versions. But if you are using 2010, you won't have it at all. So this is the concept of the Power Query. This get data, get and transform data. That's the concept of the Power Query. Did we get what I'm saying now?
Yes, we got it now. Yeah.
So now the next thing is configuring Excel option for data work. Configuring Excel option for data work. I found out that this thing is not coming out clearly the way it ought to. Can you read the picture attached to this slide?
Power Query.
No, something like general settings, enable quick. Hello?
Will I launch Power Query Editor?
No, you don't need to. You don't need to. We are just trying to know that the whole concept now is to know that our Excel is ready for everything we want to do. Do you understand now?
Okay.
Yes, if it's already come pre-installed, there's no problem. So now, by doing this now, we just found out that there's someone in our midst who has 2010. Are you getting what I'm trying to say? And probably she joined us late, hence why she's not aware that that 2010 is not advisable. Do you understand? Hello? Hello? Are we together, house? So
Yes,
configuring, configuring Excel options for data work. When we get there, we'll be able to handle that. But for emphasis sake, if you want to play around some of these things, so you have what we call file option general, then you'll be able to say what? Enable show quick analysis option on selection. So let's just go over it. Can you all see this slide? Can you attempt it straightforward? Because most of these things are already done with my own system. So I may not be able to repeat them again. So as you are seeing from the slide, can you attempt to do this now? It's just straightforward, step by step. Is somebody trying it? So if you now encounter any challenge, okay.
For me, I can't see the slide. I can't see my screen is blank.
I can't see the slide though.
Okay, everybody can see it.
I can see the slide very well.
Okay, please.
I can see the slide.
Hello.
If you can see the slide, I need someone to read what you can see on the slide.
Yeah, 4.4, configuring Excel option for data work. Correct configuration, improve performance and consistency.
Good job. So that means it's not from my hand. That means it's not from my hand.
All right.
So please, maybe your network. So the whole idea is to be able to understand general way of configuring and improving performance and consistency. Now your Excel now is no longer like regular Excel. You are configuring it for the purpose of data analysis, advanced data analysis. So that's the reason for all of this. Okay, let me see what I can do.
Hello,
okay.
Prof.
Do we say Abi? It's still not coming up, Abi.
Okay.
It's Pastor Shobayo. It's not coming up, Abi.
Yes, it's not coming up. I can't see it.
Okay, don't worry. Check our group WhatsApp. I already dropped it there. I dropped a screenshot there already of the current slide. All right. So we have it there. Have you seen it there? So the other person that couldn't see it, you now have the current slide on our page. You have the current slide on our page. Hello? Pastor Shobayo, are you there? Hello, Pastor Shobayo. Is there another person? All of us should have access now. Is there anybody on this group that is on
Yes,
that
I
is
can see
not
it
on
on
a
the group
statistics
and I'm
graduate
trying
clinic?
it out.
Okay, good. Is there anybody here that is not on statistics graduate clinic? Okay, there's nobody. Okay. So what do? You click file, then from file you click options. Then from options you click what? General. You know, general comes naturally. So from general, what do you do next? So you enable show quick analysis option on selection. Show quick analysis option on selection. So it's already enabled from my own end. Are we together? Then you disable show mini toolbar on selection. That one is optional. It's not compulsory. You will what? You will disable it. It's enabled currently on my own system. So I will disable for now so that you can observe the difference. I don't know if you are getting what I'm trying to say. So you can observe the difference and know where to just go in and out of your work. Then you also set default font to calibrate or area. So default font, you can set that one, but those things are not really necessarily necessary. Sorry, compulsory. That's for general settings. Now for proofreading, we have what we call autocorrect. So you can disable capitalize 6 names of days and replace as text that you type. That's talking about proofing. Now that's like autocorrect. That's the concept of the autocorrect. You go to proofing. Have you seen the proofing part? Do I have people in the house?
Yes.
Please, I need a few persons to. Are we already on proofing now?
I'm on proofing now.
Good. Thank you. I'm happy that the people are doing it. So if you face any challenge, just let me know. I will wait a little so that we can know where we are. And after proofing, you can talk about. Okay. Hello,
Can
you
you
can
run
speak
it
up.
over, please?
Share from my hand, Abi.
Yes.
Hello.
Yeah, from the autocorrect, are we going to disable those one in the block letter, like capitalized name of days?
You know, the moment you know what? Okay, wait. Let me come from my end. Let me come from my end. Let me see. Let me try and share the whole screen. Sure. Okay. Yeah. Oh. Yeah, did I have a share on the other time? I can't find share on screen more.
It's very close to the mic at the
Yes,
top.
that's share, but it's not bringing. It's not bringing. It's not bringing the whole. It's not bringing the option to share the whole system again, like it was the other time. Let me. Okay, so what I have here is Microsoft Whiteboard, browse. No. So what now happened? No, actually, my Teams app is not working, so I'm actually doing this live stream directly from the browser. So hence why there are 1 or 2 hiccups. I promise us that I'll fix all of those. Okay, I've seen it. I've seen what I'm looking for. Yeah. So we can see the whole screen now. Maybe we can see the whole screen now, Abi.
Yes.
So we come to file, then we come to options. Now, some of us have done for general. Then what we are doing now is proving. So we want to make it auto correct. You see, my own is already on auto correct. Hello, you see that? You see, my own is already on auto correct, right? That's what we are trying to do.
Yes.
So do we have people already on autocorrect, or we have some people that are not on autocorrect? That's
my
what
own
I'm
is
asking
correct. Yeah, my own is on
already. So you don't have to do anything.
Okay, that is what that is the reason why I just want to know whether I'm on the right track.
So if you have anybody that has not turned on autocorrect, is what we are talking about now.
Okay.
So we don't have any. Okay. So let's just move on so that we can manage our time. I don't know whether I can. You can see my slide, Abby. I don't know whether I can work with this so that I don't even go back to that place. Okay. So now so some of this, the truth is some of this setup, they are not what you do on a daily basis. It's just for you to have at a point you want to determine what happens with your Excel. But if you are using Office 365, most of these things are they are automated, that you don't need to bother yourself with adjusting or readjusting. All you just need to do is, okay, good. So all you just need to do is to verify these basic things now. You can see my screen, guys. So these are the basic things we want to verify that is already set on our system. Then we can be sure that we have achieved what we want to do. Which of these things is not working right on your system now as we speak? So that's where we are now. Currently, which of these is not, that is analysis toolpak? Do we all have it already? Get data, then developer tab, which we will not likely use. That's why I'm not talking about that part. Then automatic calculation mode. Hello? Do I have these people inside? Hello?
Yes, we are here.
Okay, good. I'm asking. So these are basic things we want to check if we already get. Now, like this default data set folder, we don't need it. We don't need it. Since we will naturally create our folder ourselves, this is just a concept for us to be able to integrate. If you are going to do this, you are going to have to use SQL to be able to do this, to create automatically connect directly to a database folder. When we get there later, we'll handle some of them. But the basic thing I want to be sure all of us have ready now is these two: analysis toolpak and the Power Query. So if we have it, then we are good to go for the foundational understanding the main concept of what we want to deal with, which is orientation, Excel setup, and data literacy. I think we've been able to capture the data literacy very well, and we've been able to set up our Excel and orientate ourselves with the, okay, I want to stop sharing, with, okay. Hello? So we've been able to handle these three major factors that we target for week one, and that's actually the orientation part, which we've done. Then is the next thing is being able to set up Excel. I want to believe we've been able to do it, except if few other persons are using old version. Then the data literacy aspect, that is the general concept about your data analysis, has also been cleared. Oh, Dario Dumosu, you are welcome. Oh, I've not had you talk since. I hope you'll be following us, sir.
Yes, I've been following. Thank you.
All right, sir. All right, sir. So do we have anybody with any question for tonight? I'm going to send a data set, an assignment. It will be a real data set. I'm going to set it, and you are going to have to do one or two things with it. That will be during the week. It won't be tonight. It will just be tomorrow, later tomorrow. I'm currently out of town, so I'm having this training in a straight land entirely. So I want to be there by the time I'm back home on Sunday. I would have been able to set up our assignment page and our attendance page. So we will be able to attach the screenshots that we took. I will ask you to attach it on the Google Classroom. If you have issues with understanding Google Classroom, just reach out. I already have a training with how to use Google Classroom. If you are new to our training, that link. So for those of us that don't understand our Google Classroom and how it works, I'll just send it to us so that we can use it to understand how to use the Google Classroom. We are going to submit. It will be in form of assignments. We will have the quiz, and all of them will actually have due dates before next class. Do you have any other person with any question? I don't want us to spend more than the 2 hours that we targeted for today. Do you have any question? Please, by next week, hello, okay?
Hello, sir. Well done, sir. Thanks for the presentation. Please, can we have the record? I don't know if anyone is recording because I joined the class late.
What's the name?
Ibrahim
what's the name,
Rashida. Ibrahim
From
Rashida from Adeleke University, PhD student.
Okay. Oh, now I understand. Okay, you're welcome. Actually, we usually upload the training. We'll upload this session. We'll upload it so that you can watch it out. The moment it's uploaded, we'll share the link on. Are you on Sciences Graduate Clinic?
No.
Okay, so we'll find a way to send the link also on the Google Classroom so that people can join. Thank you for joining. Any other?
No. Thank you, sir.
Yes, we'll share the link. We'll have access to it.
Hello, Prof.
Any other question? Okay.
Yeah, I think we can do maybe for those people who are just joining us, for them to know the assignments, I think it's better you do it again.
Okay, you mean what should I do again?
For the assignment,
yes,
so that, okay.
Okay, you mean the attendance? Are you talking about assignments or the attendance? Let me be sure.
Talking about the attendance.
Hello, Doc.
Attendance.
Okay. You are talking about the attendance. Okay.
Yes, for like
the attendance,
my sister that joined us now.
Okay, I got you now. So usually the proof, we normally collect proof that you attend the live session. I will tell you what you will screenshot and we attach as a proof that you attend this live session. That's usually the attendance. So for those of us that ask us to take a screenshot, it is that screenshot that you took yourself that you will attach as a proof that you attend this session. So I'm going to do that again. You can do a screenshot now. Just do a screenshot now. It will show my fingers, 2 fingers that I open like this. So that's what we attach on Google Classroom. Don't attach it on our WhatsApp page. On Google Classroom, I'm going to open it. You will see it. You will get the information that is already there. So that will be the proof that you attend the class. I hope you have the screenshot already, so we can continue to other things. Thank you, Doc, for that observation.
Yes, sir. Thank you for the
question?
answer. Thanks, sir.
You don't have a name? Hello? Please, what's your name, please? Hello? Okay, we can't hear them. Okay, they are not here again. All right, Ajayi Oba, Mr. or Mrs. Okay, Mr. Joshua, you want to say something? Your hands is still up. Okay, in the absence of anything else, we enter purely into data analysis.
Thanks
okay,
so
what's
much,
the name, please?
I'm Adeyanju from Osun State, sir.
Okay. Thank you very much. From next week, get your laptop ready. Get Office 365. If you are within the axis of Adeleke University, you can reach out to me. I will help you get it I will help you get it installed. But if you are not within reach, get 2016 upward or Office 365 and just get the trial version for now. God bless you. I hope it's worth your time, and I hope we enjoyed tonight. All right. In the absence of any other thing, see you next week. The same link. I think this one is better than. Okay, let me ask for a review. For those of us that attended last training, Doc, do you prefer these things more than the YouTube?
Yeah, I think this one is better. Yeah.
All right. Thank you very much, sir. Mr. Benedict, do you prefer these things also? Mr. Benedict, is it there? Okay. Yes, I'm not going to share the slide until the slide. Usually, for people who are aware of my pattern, I will share the slide, the materials, everything, and your certificate together. That's if you complete the training. If you didn't complete the training, you won't have it. For people that completed it the last time, they have their materials, and I want to believe the materials really helped them. I want to believe because they are step-by-step procedures. Thank you for joining tonight. I'm going to share it, and please, when you see the link on the YouTube, after watching, share, comment, and share with people, please. That is actually my incentive, that people are saying what we are doing. That's just my incentive. I love you. Thank you very much for joining us. See you next week, Saturday. Bye-bye. Okay, one more thing, please. Let's make comments on our group. Please, let's make comments so that people can know that we have started. Let's make comments on our group if you actually enjoyed anything. Please permit me to end the meeting at this time. God bless you. See you next time. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Good night, sir. Thank you, sir.